welcome to a cuppa with So Timeless with me, Rowena. It's so lovely to see you all. If you've been with me before, thank you for coming back. And if you're new, if you enjoy what you see, please subscribe down below. Go and have a look around at previous videos I've made, and I hope to see you again soon. So go and grab a cuppa and join me for a little chat. Although I don't have a huge amount to chat about today. Today is more about showing you something I am working on and doing at the moment, which I thought I'd share with you. So my daughter's come home with a little top that she found at a vintage shop. It's a very cute little top, which is a little bit, not really sure how to describe it. Almost got the feel of a vest top in a way. Very pretty. It's got the lacy sort of fabric and then the lining on the inside. So yeah, very pretty, and apparently made by a company called Vintage Reclaimed. So we're kind of assuming that either it's vintage fabric that they've used to make the top, or that it's a vintage top that's been redesigned or fixed up or something done with it. Anyway, cut a long story short, the top was too big for her. And so I thought I would just share with you how I've gone about making some simple changes on it, and what I'm busy making simple changes on it. I've only just started, so I thought I'd share with you as I go along. And basically the main issue she had was she didn't like the fact that it was very boxy. It was straight down on the sides, which is not so obvious now because I've tacked in what I'm going to be doing on the sides to give it a bit of shaping inwards, because she's got a very hourglass shape. The top was very baggy and loose, and the sleeves kept falling off her shoulders. And what I very quickly discovered was that the actual sleeve panels were too long for her. So I've measured up and marked out. I measured it while it was on her and found that we needed to take 1 inch off these sleeves on the top. Once we'd taken the inch off, there was still a little bit of bagginess around the top part, but all that was needed was a little tuck in. Now, one of the issues with this was I looked to see what sort of job would it be to undo the lining from the top to make changes. And unfortunately, what they've done is the front panel, the top part is in panels, in 2 bits, so you can see the seam there. The back is in 3 bits, so you can see the seams again. And however, the lining is 1 whole bit for the front and 1 whole bit for the back. So if I'm going to change individual panels or change the panels on this part, on the lacy part, it's going to have an impact on the lining and cause difficulties with getting the lining to fit again. So we were trying to see how we could do this without making it into remaking the whole top. We just wanted to make some adjustments, not remake the whole top. So we've done some shaping on, and I've tacked in the sort of sewing line I'm going to follow to give the shaping on the sides, and that's fine because we've got a seam down here. So once I can follow the seam down, join it up. I'm actually going to join it more gradually than I've done with the tacking. Once I sew it with the machine, start a little bit higher and go out slowly. This has come out very, very sharply there. It's not showing very well on that side. You can see it, yeah. So it's quite quickly gone out and around. So to make that more smooth, I'll start a bit higher up and then just slowly work my way down. Once I've got the seam done, I will overlock it to smooth it out and make it look all nice and neat. So that gives some shaping on the sides to the top overall. The sleeves, I can possibly undo this, but I'm really worried about unpicking the lace and pulling on the lace and causing chaos with it, really causing havoc with it. So I'm going to try sewing, and I'm going to start from the side where the lacy edging is on to make sure that those meet up perfectly. The other side, I don't think it matters too much. I'll get it to match as perfectly as I can, but I don't think it matters as much. I think it's more important to get the part with the lace matched up so that it looks even, and then get that it should match up. It's measuring as if it's exactly the same size on both sides, so it should match up absolutely fine. So I'll sew that across there at 1 inch down from the previous seam, so that should be fine. The issue was on the front, so I wanted to put these little darts in the front to just take in a bit at the top. So what I ended up doing there, let's get my glasses on so I can see what I'm showing you. What I've ended up doing is so that we don't lose the continuity of the lace. You can see it's all nice and straight still, and it's just a pretty little like pleat in the top almost now, because trying to put a dart in and match up the seam there and doing it through the layer here was proving absolutely impossible, and I just didn't feel it was worth undoing this whole thing, all the lace from the top, and doing all the things and trying to get it all back on again and straight, when all we needed was to take off this tiny little bit there. It's literally just that much. I don't know if you can see how much from that. It's literally just from there to there, that amount. So when it's on her, when we've pinned it, it actually looks fine. It lies really nice and flat, and it just blends into the seam then. So I just used hand stitching and stitched it down so that it's nice, making sure that it all flows nicely from one end to the other end. So I'm going to go and do the sewing bits, and then I'll use Dolly. I'll set Dolly up to my daughter's measurements and fit her on there, or see if my daughter's happy to come on camera to show you how it looks when it's all done. And I'll let you know how all the bits that I've done have worked and come out. So I will be back to see you shortly again. So it's all done and nicely finished off on the edges. Worked very well. Very pleased with the way that the seams came together in the end, and starting from a bit higher up and working into where I had the tacking worked very well, and gives the whole top a really nice shape. My daughter agreed to let me take some photos of her wearing it, so I will put those on at the end to show you what it looks like on her. But let me just fasten some of these million hooks and eyes that are on this top, and I'll try and show you the shape that it's now got, and you can see it's no longer a box shape. It's got a nice shaping down the sides. The edge of the sleeve part has also come out really well. It's once it's been pressed down flat, it's lying nice, and according to it follows through, the lace is all straight. So very pleased overall with the outcome, and the fit on her is lovely. The little pleats is probably not absolutely ideal, but it looks good when she wears it. It looks fine on her and she's happy with it. So that will do, and that's fine with me. I'll post a little picture on tack it on at the end of the video for you. I hope you found something in here useful. I thought I'd pop it on just in case there was something there that would be of use to anyone. Any ideas of anything you would do differently? Sorry, just snipping a few threads off there. Any ideas of anything you would do differently, or any sort of, oh, you can see the shaping there beautifully. It was absolutely straight before, a straight line. It now has a beautiful curve to it. I'm really pleased. She's really pleased. And I got them matching, which is always a bonus when you get both sides the same and you haven't actually cut it from scratch. Yeah, any ideas from your side of anything that you can suggest that I could have done differently or that I should do differently? Any ideas of anything I could do differently on the front part there are welcome. Drop a line down below, you know what to do. And other than that, I have, sorry, just thinking what I've still got left to finish in series. I still need to come back to you with the blouse I'm making myself, that beautiful blue blouse, and that'll be coming soon. I'm hoping to do that soon because I'm looking forward to wearing that, as I've said before. And then I've got the pattern that I'm reviewing and the sort of mini challenge that I'm still doing. So those are still coming on their way to you. But for now, enjoy the rest of your week, or enjoy the rest of your day, enjoy your evening. Not sure when you're watching this, so all of those and more. And I hope to see you back soon. I really have enjoyed my time with you today. As always, have enjoyed my time with my sewing, and I will be back sometime soon. Take care. Bye.